In this video, scripting technique, law of attraction scripting technique in order to manifest more money. This is Jake Ducey with JakeDucey.com, and if you learn how to take the ink from your pen and use it correctly on a piece of paper, you can have a bunch of green pieces of paper, i.e. money, start showing up in your life. Let's dive right into this video. So, before we get into it, first, you have to imagine what your life would be like 2 years from now if it was your dream life. Like, what would have to happen in the next 2 years for it to be the most successful and fulfilling year of your life? You look back 2 years from now and you're looking at your year. What would have to happen? What would your life be like for it to be the most successful and fulfilling time of your entire life? What would it look like really in detail? What would it look like? Because what you're going to do is you're going to ask yourself that question. And then you're going to write about what it would be like. And you're going to do it in the present tense. So you'll begin with I am. I am is your very, very, very first thing that you're putting on the piece of paper. I am, and then put it in the present tense. So for example, a couple years ago, mine was like this. I'm living in a beautiful multi-acre property. And I saw in detail, like not hearing my neighbors, not hearing cars, and being oceanfront. And, you know, if you've watched some of my other videos, I have about 60 yards of oceanfront in the Hawaiian Islands. And just right out the window right there is the ocean. I can see it from here. And I had it all in detail. I could see it clearly. I could see clearly inspiring people on YouTube like you, and I could see all of this clearly. I could see my wife and I girlfriend at the time, getting married. I saw all of this super clearly. I was writing about what the ocean is like and what it was like to just have my beautiful own property and all of these things in great detail. And that's what I would write about. And I would begin it with, I am so grateful now that I am living in my dream property. I can hear the ocean while I'm sleeping. I'm inspiring millions of people online. I could see it all. It's all happened now. But I would write that I would write about that at least 5 times a week. At least every other day. Most often every single day. And so that's what you're going to do. You're going to begin with I am. And you're going to ask yourself, what would your dream life really be like? And you're going to write about it in detail as if it happened today. And you were writing about it in your journal about what happened during the day and what you're grateful for during the day. Now, there is a magic when you put pen onto pad. Then there's also a science behind it because you're starting to fire new brain cells, new nerve cells. And over time, as you get emotionally involved in that, what happens is you start to create new neural networks of this reality. For me to have my life now, I had to create the neural networks in my brain. For you to have the life that you want, you have to create the neural networks in your brain, and scripting is allowing you to begin to do that. Next, how long should you do it for? Well, that's up to you. I recommend a minimum of 1 page, minimum of 1 8x11 sheet of paper. If you're really in the flow, keep going. Do 2, 3, 4, 5 pages. It doesn't really matter, but a minimum of 1 page. Now, the reason I say a minimum of 1 page is because it might take you a few lines to actually get emotionally involved in it. And you don't want to stop before it starts to surrender to your subconscious. Because what happens is eventually it becomes very methodical and you're really deep into the experience. And that's when it's powerful, because that's when you're accessing the subconscious mind for this scripting that you're writing about to enter your subconscious. Psychologists tell us 95% of our life is controlled by our subconscious. So this is how you start to reprogram it for the reality that you want. And, to take it a step further, download my free success hypnosis, jakeshypnosis.com, and play it softly while you're listening, because then what you're doing is you're engaging all of your senses. You're engaging your hearing, because you're going to be hearing these success affirmations that are hypnotizing your subconscious, while you're also diving into this dream life reality. You're writing about it, and what's happening is you're engaging more senses at one time for a reality that you're intending to create for yourself. Is that you're starting to engage your nervous system and your brain on multiple dimensions, which allows a quickening process for what you want to show up faster. So jakeshypnosis.com, it's free right there down below, and you can use that as well with it. So download that as you're scripting. Now, before you begin, recognize that these things you're writing about already exist. Science tells us that energy is never created or destroyed. So what is this reality that you're intending to manifest? It's energy. And energy is never created or destroyed according to science. So what does that mean? It just means that it's at a dimension beyond your current reality. Now, the way that you alter dimensions and you alter your life is through consciousness. And so as you start to get your consciousness more in tune with these things that you're scripting about, they start to actually hardwire into your brain. And what begins to occur as that happens is you start pulling it from a non-physical dimension into reality. That's what manifesting is. Manifesting isn't creating, because all the energy that ever was and ever will be already exists. You're not creating it technically, you're manifesting it. You're pulling it from a non-physical dimension into reality. So remind yourself, all I want already exists. Comment that down below. All I want already exists. Comment that down below. All I want already exists now. Last but not least, when you complete your exercise, thank the universe for manifesting it for you. So as you finish writing your page or 2 or 3, you say, thank you, universe, for manifesting my dreams for me. Thank you, universe, for manifesting my dreams for me. And you end that as your last sentence. Thank you, universe, for manifesting my dreams for me. Comment it down below to make sure it's in your subconscious mind to remember, because it's a very important element. So thank you, universe, for manifesting my dreams for me. Comment that down below. Thank you, universe, for manifesting my dreams for me. So ask yourself that question. What would my best life be like? Like in 2 years or 1 year or 4 years, what would my most amazing life look like? For me to have the most successful and fulfilling year ever, what would it look like? What would my life look like on a day-to-day basis? Where would I be living? What would be happening? What would I be driving? What would I be doing? All of it. What would it look like? What would you look like? What would you feel like? Get into the details of it. And as you do this every day, you're going to get better and better at tapping into that, expanding your imagination, getting more into the details. Albert Einstein said that logic will take you from A to B, but imagination will take you anywhere. And you can go anywhere with scripting. And so what I'm inviting you to do is use this process to tap into the dream life and the success that you desire in life. And what's going to happen is the money that you need for this life will start to manifest itself as you get deeper and deeper and deeper into that experience. So I'm writing about my dream life. I'm writing about my dream house. I'm writing about, and then as a result, the money to experience that you need to experience that life will begin to show itself to you, will begin to manifest itself into your life. So this is the best scripting process I'm aware of to create your dream life and attract money. This is Jake Ducey with JakeDucey.com. I want to remind you that you're a powerful being. I want to remind you that you're supported, that the universe has your back. And you can speak the things that you want into existence by using scripting. So download my free success hypnosis, jakeshypnosis.com. Extra points to anyone that comments down all of the steps that I just shared so everyone can read them and use them. Hit the subscribe button, the bell notification right over there. The bell notification is what notifies you for new videos, so double check you've actually hit that. If this speaks to you, watch this back through one more time to make sure you totally grasp all the steps and the essence of this entire process, because it is truly powerful. So rewind this back through, watch this again, download my free success hypnosis. You are a powerful being. Great things are going to happen today. And yeah, have a great day.